Hey everyone, it's Alex again, and I am here with my final 88th Academy Awards preview video. Today I'm going to be highlighting the films that are eligible for the biggest and most important category in all of the Academy Awards, Best Picture. Now this preview is very important because it not only applies to the Best Picture category, but it also applies to all the other categories that I have not yet specifically covered in this series of videos that I've been doing since the fall. And the specific categories I have not yet covered in terms of what movies are eligible include Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Director, Best Original Screenplay, Best Adapted Screenplay, Best Art Direction, Best Cinematography, Best Costume Design, Best Film Editing, Best Sound Editing, and Best Sound Mixing. All the other categories I talked about where specific groups of films were chosen by committees or by the members of the branch for that category. But this time, for Best Picture, every member of the Academy, regardless of what branch they belong to, can pick from the films that are eligible here. And then all the other categories are decided on by the members of the certain branch. The actors branch picks the acting nominees, the director's branch picks the directing nominees, etc., etc. But they will be picking from the list, but they will also be picking from the list of films that are eligible for Best Picture. And if you're in the actors branch, you even get a list of the names of eligible actors for all the movies when you're filling out your ballots for lead versus supporting, etc., etc. So for a film to be eligible in the Best Picture category at the Oscars, it needs to do two things. It has to play in at least one theater in Los Angeles for 7 consecutive days, starting somewhere between January 1st and December 31st of the given year, and advertisements for showtimes must be provided in either newspapers or on a website. And the screen credits for the actors' names, the director's name, the film editor's name, etc., etc., must be submitted to the Academy by a certain deadline. In this case, it was December 2nd, I believe. So if a film does not do one or both of those things, then unfortunately it's not eligible in the eyes of the Academy. Now this year, the Academy has deemed 305 films to be eligible for Best Picture. The Oscar nominations actually come out next Thursday, and I wanted to give you a preview of what the voters had to choose from. Now, before I read off this list, I just want to warn you, if you're upset by the name of certain films mentioned on this list, please note that all film is subjective, so even if there's a film that was massively hated by both critics and audiences on here, there could still be some Oscar voters who liked it and may put it on their ballot. Will it get nominated? Probably not, but they at least have the option to choose it. But don't worry, there will be a lot of good films that were loved by both critics and audiences that are also on here as well. Because when the Academy is picking from a list of films to choose from in a category like this, they gotta include everything. So, the 305 contenders for Best Picture are, in alphabetical order: Adult Beginners, After Words, The Age of Adeline, Alleluia, Aloft, Aloha, Altered Minds, Alvin and the Chipmunks: The Road Chip, American Ultra, Amy, Anomalisa, Ant-Man, Ardor, Avengers: Age of Ultron, Beasts of No Nation, Becoming Bulletproof, Before We Go, Best of Enemies, Beyond the Reach, The Big Short, Big Stone Gap, Black Mass, Blackbird, Black Hat, Bone Tomahawk, A Borrowed Identity, The Boy and the Beast, Boy and the World, The Boy Next Door, Boy Choir, Brand: A Second Coming, Bridge of Spies, A Brilliant Young Mind, Brooklyn, Buendia Ramon, Burnt, By the Sea, Captive, Capture the Flag, Care of Footpath 2, Carla, Carol, Cartel Land, Carter High, Censored Voices, Champs, Chappie, Chirac, Child 44, A Christmas Star, Cinderella, Clouds of Sils Maria, Coming Home, Concussion, Cop Car, Creed, Criminal Activities, Crimson Peak, The Cut, The D-Train, Daddy's Home, The Danish Girl, Danny Collins, Delka Stand Up Tall or Fall, The Diary of a Teenage Girl, the Divergent series Insurgent, Dixieland, Dope, The Duke of Burgundy, Duktar, Eden, Effie Gray, The End of the Tour, Entourage, Escobar Paradise Lost, Everest, Everything Will Be Fine, Ex Machina, Experimenter, Fantastic Four, Far From the Madding Crowd, Felt, 50 Shades of Grey, 5 Flights Up, 5 to 7, Focus, 45 Years, Frame by Frame, Freaks of Nature, Freedom, Freeheld, Furious 7, Futuro Beach, The Gallows, Gemma Bovary, Get Hard, The Gift, Girlhood, Gloria, Godspeed, The Story of Paige Jones, The Golden Dream, The Good Dinosaur, Good Kill, Good Night Mommy, Goosebumps, Grandma, Guidance, Hamlet's Ghost, The Hateful Eight, He Named Me Malala, Heaven Knows What, Himal Kasa, Hitman Agent 47, Home, Hot Pursuit, Hot Tub Time Machine 2, Hotel Transylvania 2, The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2, The Hunting Ground, I Smile Back, I'll See You in My Dreams, In the Heart of the Sea, Infinitely Polar Bear, Ingrid Bergman in Her Own Words, Inside Out, The Intern, Irrational Man, It Follows, Jalam, James White, Gem and the Holograms, Jenny's Wedding, Jimmy's Hall, Joy, Jupiter Ascending, Jurassic World, Just Before I Go, Killing Them Safely, Kingsman the Secret Service, Krampus, Kumiko the Treasure Hunter, Kurt Cobain Montage of Heck, Labyrinth of Lies, The Lady in the Van, Lambert and Stamp, The Last 5 Years, The Last Witch Hunter, The Laws of the Universe Part 0, Learning to Drive, Legend, A Lego Brickumentary, The Letters, Lila and Eve, Little Accidents, The Longest Ride, The Look of Silence, Lost Birds, Lost River, Love and Mercy, Love at First Fight, Macbeth, Mad Max Fury Road, Maggie, Magic Mike XXL, The Man from U.N.C.L.E., Manglehorn, The Martian, Match, Max, Maze Runner The Scorch Trials, McFarland USA, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, Meadowland, Mediterranea, Maru, Minions, Misery Loves Comedy, Miss You Already, Mission Impossible Rogue Nation, Mississippi Grind, Mr. Holmes, Mistress America, Moomins on the Riviera, Mordecai, Muhammad the Messenger of God, Mustang, My All-American, Nakom Ia Kumpasar, The Night Before, 99 Homes, No Escape, The 100-Year-Old Man Who Climbed Out the Window and Disappeared, Our Brand is Crisis, Pan, Paper Towns, Paranoid Girls, Paranormal Activity The Ghost Dimension, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, Paulo Coelho's Best Story, Pawn Sacrifice, The Peanuts Movie, The Perfect Guy, Pink and Blue Colors of Hereditary Cancer, Pitch Perfect 2, Pixels, Poached, Pod, Point Break, Poltergeist, Project Almanac, The Prophet, Queen and Country, Racing Extinction, Ranjit Taranga, Regular Show the Movie, Remember, A Reunion, The Revenant, Ricky and the Flash, Ride the Thunder, a Vietnam War story of victory and betrayal, The Road Within, Rock the Casbah, Room, The Rumperbutts, Run All Night, Saint Laurent, Salt Bridge, The Salvation, Samba, San Andreas, Scout's Guide to the Zombie Apocalypse, The Second Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, Secret in Their Eyes, Serena, Set Fire to the Stars, Seventh Son, 71. Seymour, An Introduction, Sharkskin, Shaun the Sheep Movie, Shelter, Sicario, Sisters, Sleeping with Other People, Son of Saul, Southpaw, Spectre, The SpongeBob Movie, Sponge Out of Water, Spotlight, Spy, The Stanford Prison Experiment, Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens, Steve Jobs, Steve McQueen, The Man and Le Mans, Stonewall, Straight Outta Compton, Strange Magic, Suffragette, The Summer of Sangale, Sweet Mickey for President, Taken 3, Tangerine, Ted 2, 10,000 Kilometers, Terminator Genesis, Testament of Youth, These Final Hours, The 33, Time Out of Mind, Tinkerbell and the Legend of the Never Beast, Tom at the Farm, Tomorrowland, Trainwreck, The Tribe, True Story, Trumbo, Truth, Twinsters, Two Men in Town, Uncle John, Unfinished Business, Unfriended, Vacation, Victor Frankenstein, Victoria, The Visit, The Walk, A Walk in the Woods, War Room, The Water Diviner, We Are Your Friends, The Wedding Ringer, Welcome to Me, When Marnie Was There, Where to Invade Next, While We're Young, White God, The Widowmaker, Wolf Totem, The Wolf Pack, Woman in Gold, Xenia, You Carry Me, Youth, Z for Zachariah. And those are the 305 films eligible for Best Picture and all the other categories not previously covered in this series of videos. I'm not going to go into detail about any of them because I've already talked about them a lot before in my other videos, and chances are most of you have seen several of these movies or have at least heard of them by seeing advertisements on TV or doing research on websites like IMDb and Rotten Tomatoes. Plus, if I were to describe all 305 of these films one by one, we'd be here for hours, and even I don't have that much patience to describe all 305 of these films one by one. But thank you guys for sticking by all these videos in this series of Oscar previews. I'm so excited to see what the actual Oscar nominations will be next Thursday. Let's hope there's a lot of good ones, although I'm sure there probably will be a few nominations that get snubbed in the process, but that always happens with award shows because there's not always going to be enough room for everyone. But I'm usually glad with what the Oscars do most of the time. So I have good faith they'll pull through for the most part this time as well. But keep our fingers crossed. Well, that's all for today. But please let me know in the comments section below what you think of the 305 films eligible for Best Picture at the Oscars. And be sure to subscribe so that way you can get more videos as I make them. I'll see you guys all next time. Bye.